So everyone, welcome. Good night. I'm kind of like creating this video around 1:21. So and there's some party going around here. So sorry for this background sound. Maybe my next video I'll look for a better location to do this. So I just want to just show you guys a bit preview of what Sketchware look like. And tonight we're going to be creating a navigation menu with Sketchware, and I will also show you what I use this Pixel Lab for. You understand? It helps. So these are the two tools I normally use mostly. Pixel Lab is for my graphic design, and the Sketchware is for my coding. So I guess let's move on into the video so we don't make things too lengthy. And this night we're going to be creating a navigation bar. Let me show you an example. So this is the example of what we are going to be creating this night, which is this particular one here. The black one is what we're going to be creating, and we are going to be elevating it. You understand me? So in the next video I'll be showing you guys more details, but let me just drop this one now so you guys can understand the basics of Sketchware. Let me head back into the base. Alright, so all you need to do is, first of all, you need a logo for your app. You understand me? So let's just head into Pixel Lab, open your Pixel Lab, then delete this icon here, click here, delete it, make the background transparent. Now head over to the plus icon, click on shape. Now set the radius to something like 35. I normally like using 35 or 40. Then you save it. Sorry for this. Then save it. Then all you need to do is just come over here, pull it up a little. You understand me? So we're just gonna be doing a simple logo so we can just use it to move on with our project. You understand? So I guess most of you can skip here if you already know how to create logo for your app. For the newbies, I guess you guys should just try and understand this. So now let's just create a simple logo that has a name only. So set the color. Let's use this is my dark green color. Okay, so let's just call it Navi. Let's call it Navi. Sorry for that. Let's call it Navi, and let's set a font for it so it looks nice and adorable. So let's use this font, or basically let's just look for something more cool. Navi is okay like this. Alright, just save the image into your gallery and close. Then let's head back into our Sketchware. Alright, so we now have to click on the plus icon. First of all, add your icon, as although basically you can add name first, but me, I prefer adding my icons first. Then you locate your file, Pixel Lab. Here is our Navi image saved, and let's call it Navi. You understand? Here is where you set your project name, your app name, the one that displays outside. And this is what we call package name. Package name is a specific name that is used to recognize an app. Mostly phones use it mostly to navigate to a particular app. Each app cannot use the same package name, or else on some cases, note, each app cannot use the same package name. If both of them are the same package name, your Android device will automatically fuse the two together or remove the first version and reinstall the second one. So you can just save it like com.navi.test. You understand? Basically anything you have. Then your project name. This one is basically mostly for Sketchware. Then you set it like Navi. Then save the project. Once you click on saving the project, it will automatically take you here. So first, I want to notify everyone in this new Sketchware. You always notice an issue, but when we compile the app, just on your new project, just run the app. Once you run it, you will notice this first error here. Click it. Once you see this error here, this is what happens in the latest Sketchware. But to see the solution to it, just head over to your resources. Now it will create a folder. Locate the value. You see string. Click on string. Click on the port icon. Just add anything like, let's say VBB. Great. Save it. It requires a string. I don't know what they did there, but basically just overlook it. Now we're free. This is an empty activity. Nothing in the home screen. Now I would love you guys to remove this toolbar. Toolbar basically is for most times people use it to add back button or app title, but in an advanced app I don't use toolbar. You get, so I'll just advise you to skip it. Remove, just come over here. I hope you saw where I clicked. Just to change activity and other stuff, just head over here, click at the spot here, just here exactly. So once you're done clicking there, then just click on it. You understand me? Then you basically have to click here again. You click on this part. This is where you can edit all your activity view. You understand me? So either you click here, edit it, then just uncheck this box. You understand? Then make sure the keyboard is hidden because you are not using keyboard in this activity. So save the project. Now go back. Now you see the activity saved. And also there is also an option for you to also change those stuff here. You can just head over to this place. This button is at the top here. You understand? So just click on that button. Then once you click on it, navigate to views. Views is basically all the activities you have in this project. You understand me? Then once you navigate to views, then you can see our activity here and also custom activity, but this should be in another video. So then you click on the same stuff here, case closed, click on it. Then you can also edit your activity. You understand? You can also either make it landscape. Landscape is making the app. You understand what is landscape and portrait. So save the project. Now let's head to our main part. Now first, this is a linear layout. Basically we have two types of linear layout. You understand? Now here now is the vertical linear layout. It aligns things. Let's just make, I'm coming, I will show you every step. It aligns things in a vertical way. If you keep dropping things, everything will be coming down vertically. Hope you can see it. Everything will just keep coming down vertically based on that view. You get me? Based on this linear layout. You understand? Now let's take everything back. And if you have an error, if you want to take your project back, you can just click on the back button and to go back to the previous things you edited in case you made a little mistake. So now to break it down, this linear layout is basically a view which you add components and basically all these layouts and widgets we get. So basically we are going to be using a vertical layout. Remember, a linear layout is where you add all your components and where all your UIs are designed. You need a linear layout before you do anything. You can't just add it inside the normal app view because it won't be easy for you to control them inside the view. So, but with this linear layout, you can do that. Now, here, personally, this place I'm clicking is the wideness of your linear layout. Assuming we set it, you can set it to your preference. Maybe like we need it to be 200. The linear layout is size 200. Now I normally use match parent. Match parent means to cover the full screen. You understand? Then wrap parent means it will wrap everything inside up. It will wrap itself up with everything inside. You understand? Same applies to height. If you set wrap component, it will wrap everything inside. So height, you can also set the height 300. depending on whatever size you want. So let's go back to the number one and set it match parent. All right, let's dive into the UI. Now, all we need for now is just a bottom menu system. So now, we want to create exactly like what we have here in our WhatsApp here. You understand? So all you need to do now is just follow my steps. Follow what? My steps. Now, the sweetest thing about Sketchware is first, the new version of Sketchware is so sweet that the icons that Sketchware integrated are very, very lovely. You can customize it to either two icon menu, you get me? Two icon menu, like two colored icon. The icon is gonna have two color, or you can make it outlined, like it's gonna be kind of like, I don't know how I'm gonna explain this. Or you can change it to Jesus. Or you can change it to your preference, basically. Or you can change it to your preference or whatever you wanted to use it for. All right, so let's go back. Now we need an icon for our image for our first design. You get. Now we are going to add in the first icon, which is, I just want to use this black. You get to get my just to find it easily, because if I set it on white, I won't be able to see it clearly here. So I'll just switch it on black so it will be able for me to see. Now we need a home icon. You understand? So we just keep searching for a home icon. Get. So let's just keep it up. Let's just use whatever we see. This one fits a home icon, so we set it back on white. We're going to be using an outlined icon. Let's set it back to white. Save. Now click on that home icon and add it. Now we need another icon, which is a list icon. So switch it to black as normal. Make sure you're still on outlined. And switch it to black. Let's look for a list. Let's just use something similar to it. Let's just use this one for it. You understand? So when you're creating your own, you come down to check for icons. So this is just for a test. Then add this as a list icon. Then also a scan icon. And we need a scan icon. You understand what I'm doing? So basically, I'll just pause this video. All you need to do is just get this thing. So once I'm done getting all my icons, I'll get back to you. So I'm back. Basically, I've gotten all the icons I needed for all this. So we have 5 icons in this system, and I'm also going to be using 5 icons here, but they are not the exact icons. So while creating yours, you have to calm down and design your own, get your own preferred preference icon. So let's go back into the app. Now, first set our background white. Now, all you need to do is just click on this PG. Now, here background resources. Background resources means you can use an image to make the background of the app. That's on these background resources. If I click on this now, it's not going to be visible because the background is already white. You get. So all you need to do is using an image to set up a background. You understand me? So let's just or you set the background with a color, with a very, very beautiful color. So let's use this ash dark for our background. You get. So it's not going to be good that much, so let's just make it white so it will look good. Now we need to start one by one. Now we need that our linear layout again, but this time we'll be needing a horizontal one. Now this horizontal one, there's what we call an image view. This icon here, this one here. An image view basically is those images you see in an app. Is what holds them up is an image view. That's where you add image for a particular spot. That is where you add your image, an image holder. So let's not just go too much into stuff. An image is basically where you add your image, and you also have the chance to customize the size of the image, like 20, height 20, and some other stuff. You get. So And now, if you notice something in the image, when I set it on 20, you only see a dot. Now go. Here is where this place comes into place. You understand? Here is to make it fit the image, fit in the center of the image. Whether any size you set it is still going to match. So the preferred one for this navigation system is using fit center. You see? Now the image size will now be following the exact size you put for it. If I set it 200 and now 200, you see this follows it up. But assuming it's still on this center, you understand me? Assuming it's still like on center, it will still maintain its size, whether I increase it or not. But when it's on fit center, it will be following the exact size I gave to it. So alright, we need this image to be something like, I guess this icon here shouldn't be more than 26, size 26. So let's make it 26. Alright, definitely it's too smaller. So let's increase it to 28. Let's increase the icon to 28. 28, definitely. Yeah, 28. 28. It's perfect. 28, 28. So now drag this icon in. And now remember the text that we have here, home. Now we have, now here is where text view. Text view is a text holder where you write in text for this app. You can see the coin balance. What shows all those stuff there in an app is text view. You can easily write like details about the app, the name of the person, all those profile parts, all those things you see that has write-ups are text view. Then there's also two types. We have edit text. Edit text is whereby is a text base similar to text view, but this one is just that the text can be entered even outside the app, but a text view cannot be changed outside the app except you are running some particular commands that will be changing text in the app. But basically, edit text is where you enter text from your keyboard, external keyboard, into the app that communicates with the keyboard, and edit text communicates with your keyboard basically. So let this be a drop back. So now we'll drag and drop our edit text. You get me? Now there's all called paddle. If you watch, this thing has a frame around it. This edit text now, basically, this edit text has a frame around it. If you watch the frame around the edit text, so all you need to do now, that's when this paddle. What paddle means is, let me break what paddle means down to you. Paddle means, if I increase it to 80, you see, paddle means spacing itself out, like spacing itself internally, like creating internal space, and that internal space results in expansion in the outside while the text size still remain the same thing. Now here you have the ability to set the text size, whether you set it to 25 or you set it 70, based on whatsoever you want to do. You get? So now let's return to our normal way. Now this paddle now is to like increase compress the inner side of it. Now when you reduce the paddle, let's reduce the paddle. Let me show you another one. Reduce the paddle to 2. 2 is okay. You see, there's no much frame around that text. Now there's one margin. Margin means like pushing away things from the side of the text, but it remains the same size, the same paddle, but it's kind of like push, like more give me space. Like if you're on a chair, like kind of use your shoulders to push people away to create more space for you. That's what this margin does. If you watch, it has pushed, since it can't push this one away. You understand me? So all it does was to push itself away. You understand? It's just like when you are pushing a wall, instead of the wall to move, you'll be the one moving because the wall is far more stable than you. That is why it can't push this guy here. Yes, so it's now the force now pushed it out. So if I remove the margin, if I reduce the margin to 20, you see it comes closer. It pushed itself away 20 meters from here. This extra spot, this empty space, is the margin. If you watch also from the side, it's merged here, and this empty space. So it's like margin is definitely like let me just do this. Margin is definitely like okay. Margin, I'm sorry for all this inconveniences, guys. Okay, let's increase the margin to something like 100. Let me explain. Now, this is what margin is called. Let me explain to you and using an arrow. This is what margin is. Margin is like an expansion force, pushing things away. You understand me? Now, what is called paddle? Now, paddle on its own hand is called like a compression force. It compresses itself, and the process of compressing itself, the inside doesn't have space. It will now start expanding its casing. You understand? Creating a compression force on the text, and since similar thing to the outside, since this guy inside cannot be forced to you can't compress it. You understand me? Since it can be forced to compress, so what we now be doing, the outside the body go just they swell. You understand? So now start swelling. That's what I call paddling. So if the paddle, once you paddle like 200, you see the text is automatically gone because we have paddled it too much. You understand? So let's give it something like 50. Now you can't compress this text enough. You understand me? So it will start expanding out. So I guess this one you guys have understanding. Now gravity. Now I'll explain gravity here now. I will use this edit text, this linear layout now. Now watch. As you can see, this image, this thing is up now. Now wrap this one content like I told you. Make it to wrap the full stuff. Now see where it is. If you drag it, if you drag it now, it can't sit here. So that is when this linear layout comes in. You can control the views. Although you can still use the margin, like you can only merge left side, push it away from the left. You understand? Or you can merge the right side, or you can merge the right side, like pushing it away from the right. You get me? But basically, due to it's on the wall, you can push him away again. So alright. So see what will happen here. Now let's do the gravity. Now we want this thing now to come at the center here. You understand me? At the center here, basically. So all we need to do is just come here, click on this, the layout, and scroll down, scroll so you see gravity. Okay. Now gravity, set it at the center. Watch, you see where the icon is? This is to set it horizontally centered. This means horizontally centered. You understand me? It is horizontally centered. You understand? Then this one, now let's close it. Then if you set this gravity again on vertical centered, it will jump down here. You understand me? This is like telling the app that it needs to be, that is in between here and here. It needs to be at their center. You understand me now? It needs to be at their center. That is the center of this and this. You get me? So I guess that's enough for you. So what we need now is we need it to be something like bottom. Now if you say bottom, everything flies down to the down part of it. If we say top, which is basically where it was before, everything goes to the top. So now what we need is bottom and center gravity. You get? That's basically what we need, but not for now. So now let's hit back into the video. Now let's move on. Reduce the paddle of this one. The paddle, set it to something like 2. Increase the text size to make it bold. I won't be using fonts for now. Increase the text size to 14. 14 should be okay, right? Yeah, 14 is okay. Then this layout that is holding this image and text, set the gravity for them to be center horizontal and center vertical. Hope you understand me now. Now you see the image has aligned themselves freely. Now we need another layout. Now in this layout is what is going to be holding all our views. Now let's all call clone. This is what makes me code faster in my project because I save widgets a lot. Now let's merge this text so that it will go away from this image a little. Now we come over here, set it to just go away from the image with 3 basically. Good. It's okay. It's okay. So now let's carry the image. Just click on this image and click here, save. You're actually going to save this full widget, only that image and text widget holder. Let's save it to text tm, saved. Now this is where it comes in. This is what you've saved. Basically I've saved a lot in here, so just look for that tm, you drag it. If you see, we have created the same exact text rather than trying to create all of them one by one. You understand? With this formula you can create app much faster by saving widgets. You get? So let's go back. Sorry, stop building. I went and clicked the building stuff. Alright, so let's hit straight to the point. Now first of all, let's install our app to see how it is. All you need to do is come over here, click on run, and wait for the project to build. Now you install your app. Navi, installing Navi. Open. You see, Navi has nothing on it, and this was that image we used in the background. I forgot to remove it. So Navi has nothing in the activity. Now let's head to work. Now first let's remove the background image that we set, then set it to none. You understand? Now good. Now drag that TM into this layout. Now you see why we need a vertical layout, like a horizontal layout. You see the way it's aligning everything horizontally. You understand it now? This is what we actually want from it. So now we need to reduce the paddle of this thing. Like let's reduce the paddle of this outside one. Now this is what we're going to do now. Now watch. Don't mind anything that is gonna fold here. Just let's set it 3, and it remains only one more. Don't mind if you have overloaded it. You overloaded it with text and many other stuff. Alright, it's 4 here now, but the 4 has been too expanded. You understand me? So now see what will happen here. Just follow my build now. Watch my build. Let's set it. Here is home. Here is basically gonna be, let's just name it whatever we can. Here is basically gonna be receipt 3 CI receipt. I'm almost done spelling. Let's just move on. Recipe or whatever. Shit. Let's just call this one scan. SCAN, scan. Basically, let's call this one profile. Now profile, FILE. You understand? Now all these texts are aligned. Now we need to give all these texts an ID. This will make us understand our text easily. So click on this image one. You see the ID here is image 2. You get? That's what they wrote here. So we need to go and set it now. And secondly, if you want to find all the widgets in here, just click on here, this part here. Just click here. Immediately you click it, you will see all the widgets. We have text one. You see text one there. Image Cs. You see checked image Cs. Even our linear layout, which is a full video, a full layout. So now let's move on. Let's just make it snappy. Alright, so home and everything. Alright, so let's name the ID. I usually make a short ID. Let's just call it image 1. Name this one image 2. And this one basically image 3. In this ID, you don't need any. You're not going to add anything like what do you call it? You won't be adding anything like the key or star or this numeric or anything that is not related to text and numbers. You understand? So we have all the image IDs here. You see, we have image 1, image 3, image 4, image 2. Get. So now come over here. Let's name all the text. Call them text 1, text, text 2, and text 3. And lastly, which is this one, text 4. Don't worry. When everything is okay, you will see how this layout will organize itself. It's based on the view has finished. The length is very, very large. You understand? So even self I'll be, that's what we need to paddle out. You can imagine it away with 10. Though it's gonna be forcing it too much, but we have to do it now. You understand? Match it with 10 is okay. As soon as you're going to be needing more. Now we need to set it something like 55. 55 is quite more smaller. Let's use 60. 60 should be okay. Let's use 65. 65 is okay. 65 is best for the size that we need. So basically we are going to be using this make it a black background. You know what we are in here for. You saw the way I changed the background. Just tap on the linear layout, click on the background, set it to black. Now tap on your edit text color. You're going to be setting all our edit text white, so it will be visible inside the black background. You see that our UI is coming to life gradually. So text color, yeah, everything is just basically moving fine. Now, since you know we can't find our text here, so all we need to do is just search for it. Text 2, sorry. That should be text 4. Sorry, should I ID pay me? Alright, text 4, set the color. Now, before we do anything, add the images, home image. This is where you add your image to a linear view. Just click on that image view. Click on add image. Remember, something similar like this. Now you add your image. Add the image view. Let's just add first is transaction. You're gonna be making it kind of more simpler. Then second is home. That is home icon. We have the scan icon. I just use this plus icon to replace it. And we have this one here too, which is the wallet icon. And we also need even extra linear layout. So let's add another extra one to the app. So this one we've added another one extra, but it went. Let's set the background transparent first, so we can see what we are doing. So let's add another layout, even though they are now compact. So this one should be. Let's add another layout first. Yeah, locate your TM. This one we dragged here. Just make sure it's managed to fit in here. You understand? So we are going to be naming it text 5. You know the buttons we have here is 5. You understand? So we're going to be naming it text 5 because we already have 4. If you put any duplicate like 4 to show you error. So text 5 and image 5. Image 5. Image 5. Alright, so see something. You're going to basically encounter a lot of errors here. So see what we'll do now. Image 5. The error we're going to encounter is just that it's going to be difficult for us to navigate to our system. You understand? So see what I will do for you guys here. Mosquito is really eating me up. So just head over to text color, set it on white. Now let's touch our background holder, the whole navigation button holder, and set it to background color, flag it black. Good. So now we see that the image size is kind of a little bit bigger. reduce all this text style to normal. Just set it to normal. Just follow my lead. And now let's set this one to receipt. Set this one. Now let's rename all these things so that they will be good in the linear. Let's make it wrap content. Alright. Let's just set the size of this view to 25. Okay, make it 26. All the images, set them 26. Height 26. So that they won't be big. So use this one as recipe. Just follow my lead, you understand? And these are all the image sizes to 26. There is another image at the back there, but which is I don't know if it's image 4. Yeah, image 4. Set the height to 26. Alright, now we're going to rename it. This one is image 1 and its text is image 1. So let's just run the project first and see how everything looks. It's 2 o'clock night. Now install. You see, everything is just blank. Nothing is definitely working. See how the UI is. Alright, so now let's go and start making things beautiful. Basically. Alright, so now come over here. This one is image 1 and image. You have image 1 and text 1. Now let's make this one image 2. But how? Since image 2 exists, it will not allow us to do that. So let's turn image 2 to 2v and just change the ID to nonsense so that it will be able to give us access to change this one to image 2. Pardon me. And this one should be image 2 and text 2. Text 2. So this one will now be, now set image 3 to another random number and text 3 to another random number. So you have the ability to change this one to text 3, image 3. If not, it will be a duplicate. So check on the text and also set it to 3. Now let's look for image 4 and text 4. Name them something else. And image 4. Make it something else. Now come here and make this one image 4. I left to make this one too. Then the text 4. Text 4. I'm just doing this gradually. If I'm the only one coding, I would have skipped everything and do it as fast as I could. So now image 4 now will now be image 5. You see how things goes now. So now looks for text 4, which is the one we did text 4. Text 4 will now be text 5. You understand? Image 3, image 2, and image 4, and then image 4. Now let's look for text 3 and name it text 4. Good. All right. So now let's move on to work. Now, first thing you need to do, if you observe this thing, you will notice that all the images, all their text are gone. Their text only appears. You understand me? When you click on that particular icon. Now here is where this guy comes in. Now we'll head over to the on create. On create is simply means when this activity has loaded in your phone, what will happen inside when this activity is opened on your phone. Basically, we have like on back press, when you press the back button, it will do something inside the app. So that one should be very soon. So now on create, I like using this stuff here. This stuff here usually set the status bar light to make it to be transparently light, not too transparent. Now never forget, this is a navigation bar, not a top bar. Now we need to use our gravity now to set it center and bottom. You understand? Paste closed. Now let's hide all the images and make every other person visible. Now you come over here, drag visibility gone. Visibility gone. First, all you need to do is just copy. This is cloning the block. This helps you do things also more faster. Cloning the block rather than creating it over and over again. You get me? Once you clone the block, you drop it. Now come over here. Here is all we want to hide is all the text. You understand me? Hide all the text. For now, let me just show you something. Now all the text. This normally happens most times. So hide all the text except text 1. Except text 1. Hide all the text. So here is your variable. Click on this variable. If you don't know how I entered here, once you enter on your create, this is the place where you add blocks. I have a lot of blocks that I use for my project and some other stuff. Get. So just click on variable. Variable. We have number variable. Number variable basically H. Number variable is a variable that stores something that stores data temporarily, and it stores only number text. You understand? Only number data. Then string. We have string. If you watch, their columns will be different. We have string. We have string called st. String stores data, whether text or number, apart from images and other stuff. You get? So we have also map and many other stuff, even boomerang. So, but for now, that should be in the next video. So just click on this variable, on this button. Just click on this button that will show here. Then now drag. What we are going to be hiding is text. Sorry, I dragged my phone along. We need text 2 will not be visible. Text 3 will not be visible. Text 4 will not be visible, and text 5 will not be visible. Now, first of all, I want to show you something. Let's run the re-app. Run the re-app then before we proceed again, so you understand everything I'm doing. Now you see it. Everybody now has aligned themselves. Only the home bar is the one visible. Now, before everything was gone, now everything is now visible to a particular range. Alright, so now let's make this clear to them now. Let's make this clear. We didn't add that last image. So alright, let's go set up our image as it's supposed to. Now received, this one should now be scan. This one will now be debit card. And set the height normal 26. Now the image 5 will now be profile icon. You understand me? So basically this is how things should go. You get me? So now come on every this thing here, give them their own stuff. Now there's all called width. There's all called width. This guy here. This guy makes it. It's just like it makes it cover the whole linear layout. Like okay, assuming I drag out that linear layout here, like this one. If I set the height match parent, you understand me? In some cases, it will push out everything out here. But this switch now makes it responsive. You know what I mean by responsive? Making it fit in anywhere you set it. You understand me? That is what this width does. You understand? So now basically we are going to be setting the whole buttons width on 1. But first, let's go set. The reason why some people don't add this is I don't know. But basically to make all the buttons match, whether their sizes are different, you come over here. First of all, set all of them 100. You get set this one 100. Set this one 100. Set this one 200. Now I guess we should also set linear 10. I guess that's it. So linear 10 100. Now here's the width. The width will now make all of them all of them will recognize themselves 1. You understand? Set that one width done. Set this one width 1. 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 You understand? Now everybody is trying to fold itself together. You understand? You see, everybody has come back to its senses to know what he or she needs to do. Now let's run this app once more again, so you understand me now. Now, if you watch, they all back themselves inside one side. So now they have all maintained a particular viewing rate. You get me? So now we're going to be setting their text size, their text, to follow only single line, to make sure their text is single lined. You get me? Basically, I'm not really giving you the best UI, so anyhow you see it, just bear with me. You understand me? So now this is gonna help you go far in this. So now I guess it's about time I still remove those widths back again. So while removing them, start from the edge here. The reason I want to remove it is so that the first guy here will be able to push everybody when their icons are not available, their text are not available, and balance itself. You understand me? So remove all the weight from everybody and let everyone be him or herself. You understand me? So this is it. Alright, so we set this one on single line here. Alright, so let's go. Now this is the next strategy for this. Alright, this is the next strategy for this. Now watch what we're going to do now. We need to set this guy to this hash color here. You understand? So let's do something good. Right, now let's go. We need to set this corner, background corner, so it will look radius like this. Sweet. So now, what's the name of this idea section? Linear 5. Head over to your activity and create linear 5. Search for a block on view. View is for all the component, all the widgets inside your dashboard. This is where you get their data, their blocks to control them. Now, basically, this is view. Set corner radius. That navigation view we're going to do. Let's set the corner radius 100 full, so it will cover everything. Understand? Then set it on black. Now, what is our navigation menu system? Linear 5. So set linear 5. So there is it now. Let's come on linear 5. So navigation lane. So alright, let's move on. Let's run the project again. So you understand me more better now. Might sound a little bit complicated, but I definitely wanted to do it. So can you see now that we are moving? Okay. So all we need now is to adjust other stuffs now to make them know their self. So if you watch this app, basically everybody aligns themselves inside the center without misbehaving. So this is what we're going to do. So remove all the width in this one to let everybody recognize themselves. I made a mistake. This one was kind of like too tiny. So let's recognize this. This is linear 10. Okay. That's linear 9. So remove the width of linear 9. Okay. So even though it's lost, you understand? So now let's look for linear line, linear 9, and remove the width too. Good. You understand me now? Good. Perfect. So now here this one comes. Let's set the background color of this. Now we want to use a white transparent background. White transparent background. This is that's when you color code comes in. Color code comes in. Let's just clone this block similar to what we're using. So let's make it 100, but this time it will be 10. So called 10. When you see FFF, that is when you understand color code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a white color code. Okay. So let's not prove it in the future. I will explain much to you guys. This video is getting more longer. So let's use 10. We need something like because this thing basically should be like something of 20 FF. So let's just say 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Yeah, okay, I already had the okay, there it is. So we just added the 21, 2, 5, 6, and that should be linear what? So we want to first set this our last linear layout, linear 4, right? Set it linear 4. This coding might look delicate, so let's look for linear 4. Alright, let's go install to see the preview first of what I'm telling you. Alright, open. Did you see where we are going now? Can you see what I'm trying to explain to everyone? Alright, okay, so let's remember we set all these things to 100 instead of wrap parent. They're all supposed to wrap themselves up. You understand? So so now that they've wrapped themselves is when we can now easily set everybody on width, and everybody is going to respond to itself. So this one too was basically under the influence of 100 too. So let's set it to width 1. Sorry for all this inconveniences. So I'm even feeling sleepy. So let me just do everything brief. This is a full tutorial about Sketchware. Alright. Okay. Alright, so everything is checked and done. So let's set it on weight 1. Come over here to set this on. I don't know if this icon is 26, yeah. It's on to 26. Now set this on to weight. Set it with 1, and with the layout with 1. Also this one to set it to 1, so it doesn't misbehave. You understand? And set this one to 1. So everybody is definitely gonna organize him or herself. So let's give it a good paddle, so it doesn't, all of them will just get themselves up. Let's use 10 should be okay. Now let's run the project for the last time before I proceed. First, let's just give it another paddle, like something like 9 should help us with that view, or 10 too should be okay. Let's use 10 for all. Let's use 10 for all. Let's use 10 for all. Alright. Now you see, we are getting to the perfect part where everything is gonna use his hand to organize itself. Good and lovely. So if you notice something, this guy is making jest of himself by pushing itself away. So this is because everybody's on weight, you understand, and nobody's kind of like readjusting themselves again. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, so let's go by I made a mistake of setting this one the first time. Now let's remove this hold on. Alright, so back to our video. We are going to just remove all the weight. This weight now is making everybody now to just push itself away, whether we are in or not. So just remove all the weight from everybody, and set all of them wrap contact. Remove this one's weight too. Remove this one too. Just make sure everybody's weight is off, and while guy is off. So let's look for him and set him to, like, what was that his name again? Or due to base, like I told you, if you paddle things away from each other, they are going to kick themselves off. So I think he should be linear 11. Okay, this is linear 11. We have linear 12. So we did remove linear 12. See, it's back. So now run this one more time. Let me show you something. How moderate everything is going now gradually. UI takes time to understand. So basically, this text here, this is what we need first. You understand? For this to just align itself. So now let's make every other person know what they need to do by themselves. So basically, we need to set this center horizontal, center gravity. All of them are matched the same way. You understand? So we need to just wrap up context on all of them. So definitely I encountered an error setting all these ones 100. So everybody is definitely supposed to be wrapping itself. So both the linear 9 and linear 10, body is wrapping itself in linear 10. Alright, so basically everything is wrapping. So let's just run again. This is what called troubleshooting. You have to just find a means of making your UI Look good. Perfect. Hope you can see it now, right? Good. So everybody now can now adjust themselves perfectly. You get me? So this is totally very very sweet. So now, if you watch, the image is not doing, basically not doing anything at all. It's basically not doing anything. There's no click, nothing. So now that is where we have to start integrating our guy here for his work. You understand? Alright, let's go. Let's head to the go now. Let's head back to the Sketchware. Now, why this is becoming more complicated for us is just because we have a lower view out there. So let me just move straight to the point. Let me just move straight to the point and show what I need to do. Now let's name all these backgrounds so that we can recognize them. Set their title to lane 1, the inner background, lane 2, lane 3,
magic. Purchase your tracks today.
So basically, I want to just paddle them out. So I like making things very very sweet and simple for me. So it looks lovely also in my own side. Alright. So 4. I'm just pushing everybody away from each other with 4. You understand? Not all the corners, so just basically the inlet. So let's check text 1. Text 1, our text is home. Text 2, receipt. Text 3, scan. Now text 4. Sorry. Text 4. Text 4. Okay. Text 3. Okay, text 4. Text 4 is not supposed to be scanned. Text 4 is card. Wallet. Or let's just call it wallet. And the last one should be profile. Text 5 should be profile. Good. Now lastly, let's run this project and see how things goes before we finally go into the next step. Good. Okay. Now we push the things too far. Alright. So let's reduce it to each person by left. Each person by left. Okay. We come over from here. Person by left should just in future I will show you guys how to make everything responsive. So what we'll do, since here has 4, this side should be 0. You understand? 0. Having only 4 by their left side. Or let's use it having only 4 by the right side. You understand? By the left side, and this side should be 0, which means this one will not have any 4 this side by the right. Now this one has 4 by the left and has 0 by the right. And this one too has 4 by the left and this one has 4 by the right. You understand? So let's do that on and on and on.
Was magic.
All right. Now you can see everything now is fully perfect. It's fully perfect and nice. So this is what I've been looking for. So everything now, our navigation system is now looking so realistic. It takes a lot of work to make things very neat. Now let's make all these buttons start manifesting. You understand? Basically now they are just useless. Just only one that is visible. Now we have to, here is where we take precautions and where all those names that we've set comes in. Now there's what we call more block. More block is basically where you add code. More block is where you add a task, like more block is where you add something like a function or you add particular activity, something like block, like a particular stuff, like okay, I want this block. This block is a block that will control check-in time, or the block that is going to control run codes for touchlight, or yeah. So basically, let's in the further video you will also understand more. So just let's create a more block. Click on that icon there, in this icon by this side here. Okay. So let's create a more block. Let's call it navigation ID. Sorry for this ID because of the space. Now here is we are going to create a number variable. This will be entering a particular ID. To do this, just keep what you understand me. Let's call it ID. Now this is how the block looks. Great. Now let's head into the navigation system. Now we need another block here called controls. Now control is where you add if something or other stuff. So now we just kind of like use this if then. Watch me. Now this one is if ID equals 1. You understand? A particular task will be performed here. If ID equals 1, a particular task will be performed here. Else, if not that ID, another task will be performed here. You understand me now? So this is basically what we need. So sorry for that. So now let's go. We need this. If you watch this and this, all of them does the same work. So what we need is this here, this guy here, and the hiding text. You understand? So basically this is what we'll do here. Alright, so let's go. We are not even going to need this guy again or these people again here. So all we need to do is just come over here and set this ID to 1. This is the power of this stuff. You understand me? Set the ID to 1. Now you will see the magic. Now head over. We are going to be controlling the view, and if it's not, you understand? If it's not, the text is gone and this thing is gone, is visible. If it is, it will be visible. Now this one too is going to be controlling the image color. Definitely the image color should be a little bit lighter. Now we'll be using this image, this color now. Like we'll be setting it to like something 50 exactly. 50, or let's use 60 ff 1 2 3 4 5 6 50 ff 60 ff for the text. If it is visible, it will be white. If it is visible, it will be white. But if it's not visible, it will be dimmed. It's making it transparent. It will be dimmed. You understand? So now another one is, if it is visible, then that text will be gone. You understand? Then if it is not visible, the icon will be this. Now we need another one which will be setting the color radius, which is this our round ash white when it is visible. Now if it's not visible, then this guy will be transparent but still maintaining 100 radius. You understand? But when it is the view that is being clicked, it will now be set to that our 20, which we set earlier here. Our 20 that was set at the top. Now this view basically will control everybody. If you watch, we didn't add a specific ID for it. Now let's remove this ID. Now we need to clone this block. On normal notes, we'll have to start creating this block 1,000 times. But with the help of this, we don't need all those stuff. All we need to do is just clone this block. Now we'll copy this block, clone 1. Since we have 5 views, we'll copy this to clone 4. Then we need only one more. Done. Then drop it down. We have our buttons. Now add them immediately. On ID, if equals ID 1 equals ID 2 equals ID 3 equals ID 4 equals ID 5. You get me? This is it. So now we have on every ID, if we click button 1, it will activate ID 1. It's telling the ID, this is the data being sent. This ID is data being sent from here, from this hole here. If I put 1 here inside this block, it will notify it that 1 here. That 1 will come in here. This is like telling everybody to check the data that is inside this ID. You understand? If the data inside the ID is 1, it's going to activate. So now let's drag and drop. Now here comes in. Now we'll now add linear 1. Linear 1 is what we need to set transparent. If it is true, linear 1 will have its color, and if it's not, linear 1 will be transparent. And if it's true, image 1 will have its color, and if it's not true, image 1 will have its transparent stuff. You understand? And if it is true, text 1 will be visible, and if not, text 1 will be gone. You understand this now? I'll do this for text 2, text 3, and for everything. Let me pause this video and do everything. Alright, I'm done. If you watch, every details here is based on only text 5. You understand? Same applies to every details here is based on only for 4. Anything pertaining 4. That is why you need to label your ID, so it will help you navigate easily to your stuffs and everything. So let's do a simple cross check to everything and see how it goes. Gone. So now here comes the magic. Now on lane 1 click, this is where we perform clicks. You understand? On lane 1 click, which is this lane, enter event. Here is an event where you perform action. Now on click, when the ID is clicked, no need, just set that navigation to 1, similar to the top. Why I added this 1 to the top is so that when it's created automatically, to automatically set it to the top immediately with no stress. Alright, so on lane 1 clicked to set navigation ID to 1. On lane 2 clicked to set navigation ID to 2. On lane 2 clicked to set navigation ID to 3, you get, and on lane 4, clicked to set navigation ID to 4, and since you can't get that one that is not visible, then we just follow through the text. Then on lane 5, click. Yes, you set the ID to lane 5. You understand it now? I'm sorry. You see it? So we save. Make sure you always save your project in this new version of Sketchware. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. On everything you've done, just come outside and click on this save button. That's all. Then save your project to avoid the app crashing and the project wasn't saved. Understand? So now let's run the project and see how the magic works. Open. So now let's start clicking. Did you see how all the icons set themselves and their colors? Because they are not the one being activated. Now click here. Did you see receipt? Did you see the scan? Did you see the wallet? Did you see the profile? Alright, so we had a little issue with the profile set based on our app whiteness. So see what we'll do here. Just reduce this guy a little. The default should be from here because definitely I pushed this guy beyond limit. So reduce the paddle, the outside external paddle a little. A little bit with something like 8 should be okay. Or 7 should be okay. So everybody can have a very good breathing space. You understand? Now let's run the project again to see if our profile is visible. Now our profile is visible, but we have enough gap here. So now let's go into here. Let's go into the app. Now I noticed that the app itself, all the icons are flying off. So let's do the paddle stuff. Here, let's make everything basically 10. Let's make everything 10. You understand? When everything is 10, then we adjusted this one far beyond each other. So let's just make it something like 7 is okay. 7 is okay. Alright. So now the last but not the least. Let's run the last code now and see how everything works finally. Our main priority. You see, we have basically our wallet. So if you watch, the icons are not too that fancy. So we just have to reduce something in our app. Or increase something in our app basically. So this text, if it's not available, increase it to something like or let's use this color F5 or EE. EE should be okay. Set that 60 stuff to EE. Set it to EE. We're just doing all this so that our UI will be far more moderate. Set everything to EE and everything to EE. So note, if we are creating professional app, basically we'll have to calm down and make our UI the best. Alright, it's kind of a little bit more whitey with the dashboard on, so we still need to reduce some certain things from it. You understand? So let's I think the best way will be we making our hex color should be something like 80, because we said the last one 60, right? So let's make it 90. FF1 to 3, 90 white. That is transparent. 90 white. Understand? So I think this 90 white will help us go a long way. Sorry, I'm going to say 60. 90 white will go a long way. 90 white. What's wrong with me, man? Okay, 90 white, 90 white, 90 white. Let's keep setting all this stuff till you get to the last one. Alright, this is a transparent white background, transparent white color. This guy is now more manageable and sweet like this. You understand? So profile, wallet, icon. So now I have one special code I normally use, and that code is gonna add some animations to this. Because if you watch it just doing boogie, 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 nothing is just working. Now let's add a sweet animation. Maybe in the further video I'll show you guys more about my code. So this code basically makes everything makes it smooth and scroll. So we add in our layout. Our layout is just add our layout is going to be that I think that's link 5 exactly, which is our holder. You understand? So set the corner radius and set it. So you perform this code 2 times. Auto scroll, like making it scrollable, then put it here too again on that button and stuff. Auto scroll, where are you? Yeah. Now look for 5. Edit 5. Good. Now come and see the magic and animation, how everything will look so sweet a little bit. But though you can still add your own. How do you see this animation now? This is now when professional UI system comes in. You understand? This is how sweet it could be now. Now everything is now scrolling itself. So that is how professional UIs have been done to estimatedly. Yes, I was even planning on using this navigation, but it's so sweet. So I think I've come to the end of this video basically. So in the next video, I'll be showing you how to use this to open different activities. So to show you that this thing was really toasted from the top, you can just set the background to something like let's use orangish dark, or basically my favorite color, red. Oh, sorry, I said this. My favorite color is always red, but let's use something like greenish dark, or no, let's use this color. I don't even know the color to use it again. Alright, this one should be okay. Alright, so let's run the code finally. Alright, so basically this is the longest video I've ever done. 1 hour, this is 1 hour 23 minutes. So this should teach you more about Sketchware, and if you follow me, you can create this navigation bar system. It's a very, very nice one. So basically I don't have network this night to upload it, so I'll be uploading the video soon. Thank you very much.